If you don't know about what's happening to Marjorie Taylor Greene, or if you don't know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is, I'd like to enlighten you. Marjorie Taylor Greene was one of the most fanatical Trump supporters that I've ever witnessed. She supported him through everything, every allegation, everything he's ever done. Marjorie Taylor Greene has been there. She is resigning right now. Interesting. Finally resigning. Is it because she's too radical? Is it because she disagrees with Trump for once, and it's specifically over the Epstein files. She is resigning because the political machine she once worshipped finally spat her out. After years, and I do mean years, of loyalty to Trump, she found herself on the wrong side of him, clashing with him over major issues, including things such as policy disagreements, his sudden public distancing, and his withdrawal of support. She said she was tired of being treated like a battered wife by her own party. Trump called her resignation great news for the country. Her own colleagues abandoned her. Her last day will be, oh my God, January 5th, 2026? I believe January 5th, 2026. And she says she has no plans to run for Senate or governor. This wasn't disgraceful exit. I believe this was a forced march out the back door of a political circus that she helped build. I don't feel pity in any capacity for Marjorie Taylor Greene. As a matter of fact, I feel nothing for her in every capacity because she helped create this. She is the reason this is happening to herself, and it's disgusting. But I think we should use her as a warning. A warning. Let's be crystal. I like being crystal here. I love being see-through, transparent. Republicans hate that word. About the dynamic at play here. A dynamic as old as power itself. As old as Prometheus. This is the inevitable endpoint for women who willingly become satellites to the male political sun. And it's strange, isn't it? There's this thing, women for Trump, hot girls for Kumo, and all this stuff. As if using women as this political bargaining chip because women are supposed to be in the background, the ire. Well, you were made from the rib of Adam, so that means you stay under me. You don't go above me in any capacity. You wouldn't be here without me. Certain logic and mindset. They tie their entire political existence to men who view loyalty not as a covenant, but as a disposable resource, and who see people, especially women, as political accessories. Look at my hot wife. Sexy, isn't she? Can't touch her, though. But this should prove that I am a man of renown, because I have Gucci. They're interchangeable props to be positioned for maximum effect until the moment they develop a mind of their own. Trump operates on a single, simple, brutal economy. He demands an absolute allegiance, but offers none in return, much like Zeus or any Greek god, essentially. He will embrace you with theatrical fervor when you are useful, and discard you with a casual tweet when sacrificing you to earn bigger applauses from his audiences. Greene defended him with the ferocity that bordered on the theological, convinced that such unwavering loyalty would be her shield. Obviously, I've supported him before. Nope, not at all. She was delivered a brutal refresher course in the oldest lesson of patriarchal politics. Men who rule through persona, not principle, do not protect you. Should remember that. They consume you. They use your voice until your throat is raw. I am such a child. Anyways, and when your utility depreciates, they feed you to the very wolves they once commanded you to fight. People are saying, oh, she's going to be very anti-Trump on policy now. Watch this. No, she's going to stay true to her morals. It's just everybody's going to view it as anti-Trump and anti-Republican. But I would argue that Trump is not a Republican. I would argue that. I might make a video called Trump is not a Republican. I might do a whole video like that. Because it's just crazy at this point. I don't want you to mistake the ecosystem, his ecosystem, for one of camaraderie. Trump's entire political cinematic universe is a perpetual, rotating buffet of disposable allies. You can stand with him through every scandal, every indictment, every inflammatory remark, every meltdown, all of it. Every time he said an insult, you can be his human shield. However, you disagree with something he cares about, offer a nuance, voice a cautious, mild alternative, and you will be transformed instantly from a loyal soldier into a punchline. Marjorie Taylor Brown. Well, that's because brown is the color of rotting grass and she's not green anymore. Come on, man. You made Sleepy Joe. Crooked Hillary, you gotta. There's so many things you can do better. He doesn't have allies. He has employees on performance-based contracts. He does not have friends. He has set dressing. He doesn't trade in loyalty. He trades in leverage. Greene dared to publicly disagree one time too many, and the man whose battle she fought for years simply showed her what off the stage looks like. This is sad, and we must disabuse ourselves of this sentimental notion that politics is a family. I'm holding my back right now. Sorry, it hurts so bad. A movement or a moral crusade. It is a stage production. A cold, calculated play where actors who despise each other in the wings must smile and deliver their lines under the spotlight. They remain in character because raw, naked power is the only director that keeps them from tearing each other apart before the final curtain. Greene made the fatal error of believing that she was the main character, that the narrative was hers to shape, but the script was never hers. The second she began to improvise, to deviate from the lines written for her, the playwright simply wrote her out of the show. Politics is theater with real-world consequences, and she learned its most brutal rule. The audience will never truly see your loyalty, but they will have a front row seat to your downfall. Learn this lesson, Mrs. Greene. You are sad to me. Much like YouTube or streaming, authenticity is a terrible liability in the corridors of power. Look at Mr. Beast. Brother's not authentic at all. You love to see it. The moment you attempt to stand on principle, even if your principles are, to many, reprehensible, you are finished. System does not respect conviction. It rewards survival. Think about this for a moment, right? I recently rejected a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. It was getting me above $10,000. What happened because I rejected that sponsorship? I just lost $10,000. That's pretty much it. That's it. No, nobody cared, to be quite honest with you. Why did I reject it? They're an Israel-based company. I don't want to support Israel, but that's it. That's what happens. That's how the system works. That's how it works. I should have took the sponsorship now I think about it. But it incentivizes bending, flipping, rebranding, and swallowing your pride until you choke on it. Greene's entire brand was being herself. Loud, aggressive, unfiltered, a human cannonball of controversy, a woman that could fight up for other women. It worked brilliantly until that very authenticity began to contradict the party's shifting direction. Suddenly being real became an operational inconvenience. In politics, your core self is the first thing you are expected to sacrifice at the altar of power. That's what it is. Modern politics is a business. A ruthless, amoral corporation. Every decision is a transaction. Every allegiance is a contract with escape clauses. Every public friendship is a temporary business arrangement. The parties, as institutions, do not care about morality, love of country, or ideological purity. They care about the bottom line. Power, optics, donor retention, control. Greene mistakenly believed the Republican Party was a movement. She failed to see that was not. It is a multinational conglomerate. She shouldn't have disagreed. And that should be a warning to every woman in politics, especially those that are on the Republican Party. This is very, very important. Actually, why am I just talking about the Republican Party? This is everywhere. This is everywhere. This is every single political thing, moderate, left, right, whatever you're at, all of it, every single one of them. This should be a thing throughout the entire political spectrum. Doesn't matter if you're in any affiliation. If anybody that possesses the sliver of political ambition, you should know that it's not to uplift people. It punishes independence. This is so sad. It's all it is. It's not. Power does not love you back. You know what I mean? It is incapable of affection. It does not care about how loyal you are, how many battles you fought on its behalf, how loudly you yell its name, or how many enemies you made for it. Power uses people as long as they are useful and abandons them the precise second their presence becomes narrative inconvenience. Greene learned this lesson far too late. She's gone now, and she deserved it. Anyways, Thanks for checking out my video. If you guys want to help with my back pain, if you guys want to help my nerve damage, I have a GoFundMe in the top comment. If not, just keep it pushing. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. Let me know your thoughts about the entire situation. I'm out. Peace. Bye.
I'm your Nick and Night, be my Laurel Angelo. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.